This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as the that will be a touchback.
Here we go. Move it, 19. Right there.
On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from April's draft. Down the right sideline, inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First and 10, it's Richardson. Got his man, it's Warren. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On the jump. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Dragon 60.
First and 10, here's Richardson with it. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He'll find his man, that's Taylor again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second down, here's Richardson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Richardson to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Ward. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go check.
And now here's a carry heading left to the 36-yard line. Stop there. You look at this Colt defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Panther Street.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5.
Check smash, check smash.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ward. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Crackle 80.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick.
On 1st down, Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. There, Richardson back to throw it. Now he's free at the 35. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, Your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Right back to him on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Richardson to the air on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Richardson. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll check this down to Hines. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now it's Richardson. That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Taking it in. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Gets around him, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Richardson working from the gun. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. In motion left is Mitchell. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back now here on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run this with Homer. And a short gain down to about the 33. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Ward on third down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from
taking it right down Broadway.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Richardson now on second down.
The reception to Whalen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To throw is Richardson on first and 10.
Now this taken in by Downs.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's second down and 3. From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Here's Richardson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point attempt here still to come. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul not only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Richardson to throw again after the pick six.
He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on second down.
Richardson throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Again, it's Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Another try after the first down sack.
Richardson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ward.
And again, back to Kmet.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Houston, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.